Grand Slam champion and the record-breaking, history-making, 16 times the champion of the world. It's Phil the Barber Taylor.
Quote from Phil Taylor in that interview, it'll take a good un to beat me. Is Terry Jenkins that good un?
Well, look, Terry has proven he can beat absolutely anyone. The last time these met on the big stage was in the Masters. It was back in January, okay, it was 10 months ago. But Terry did a job then on Phil. We know that Phil Taylor can be susceptible to missing double 16 and double 8 now. The last couple of years he's had that proclivity. But the thing is that if he does hit the doubles to the percentage of what his tournament is, which is 52%, I think that will see him home and he'll win this match. Terry Jenkins is a confidence player. He's got to not start off winning leg after leg after leg, but he's got to stay in it. He's got to let Phil know that he's not going anywhere and not going to buckle. The first session of 5 legs is important that Terry does not lose 4-1 or 5-0.
Jenkins only just squeezed in with 1 win, 2 points. Rare that that happens.
Well, it is rare, but his legs difference was good enough, so he's here, he deserves his spot. Phil's not silly enough to think that he can just turn up and win, and if Terry plays his A game, then he could well turn Phil over, but I just think that Phil's playing very, very well at the moment.
Let's hand over to John Parton, Rod Studd.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Wayne. Yeah, Phil Taylor, an overwhelming favourite. He's won 38 of their 42 matches with a decisive outcome. As Wayne mentioned, Terry Jenkins did win the last game in the Masters, but only fair, I think, to point out that that was a particularly distressing time in Phil Taylor's life, with his mother having only just passed away, and it was a time when darts was really something not on Phil Taylor's agenda, and quite understandably so. Terry Jenkins, as Wayne said, coming through with just 1 win. Only 5 players have ever done that in the history of the Grand Slam. Steve Beaton and Terry Jenkins have managed to do it this year. The winner will play Robert Thornton, who's thrillingly just defeated Robbie Green. Do you give Terry Jenkins much hope here, John, or will it be a power procession?
I give him little hope. This real problem is the consistency, and we see that with that treble 1. It's not even near the 20 bed, and when he gets loose starts, and he's getting a lot of them lately, they're hurting his game and his chances against a 100-plus average guy like Phil, who is still a 100-plus average guy on just about every occasion. So, you know, Terry might be able to elevate here and there, and those 180s and the consistency of them, and the tons and everything else that Phil can do to you. It's going to be hard for Terry. Even the 140, still 100 behind in this leg. Phil, no outshot, but what does he care? He's way ahead.
.88 left. Well, the treble 20 would have left
80.
Double 14, but it probably won't make any difference, John, will it? Let's be honest.
That was a pretty unlucky dart. I wouldn't say even that he should have switched. It just happened. It just hit the perfect bad point. So treble 17. 66, so bull or treble 10. He's got the bull. That means double 8.
67.
Well, there is now going to be some pressure on the double 8. Phil Taylor has made heavy weather of finishing the leg off. Now then, well, you can see the whole target, but he has not hit it.
80.
Well, it is a tortoise and hare leg. Is the tortoise going to get up on the line?
60.
No, he's not.
Failure class 16.
That was a lame dart. Just didn't have any oomph. It's double 8 still. And that's not really a great marker or anything. At least he gets to change target to double 4.
12.
Not looking comfortable, Rod.
Phil Taylor has missed 7 darts at double to win this leg. And now he's lost it. Utterly incredible leg. It seemed serene for Phil Taylor. It looked as though he was coasting along. He then squandered 7 opportunities to finish it off, and Jenkins, despite needing umpteen darts himself, was it a 19 dart leg at the end? I think it was.
Well, we sort of dismissed it offhand, that match in January, but that leg is reminiscent of what went on in that match.
135.
Was a breaker throw as well, in and amongst all the mishmash at the end. Nothing mishmashy about those from Terry Jenkins. Yeah, he lost to Johnny Clayton in his first game. He beat Geert de Vos 5-0. He then lost to Robert Thornton 5-4, despite missing 5 match darts himself. Squeaked through on leg difference. Will he make the most of that reprieve?
Well, he's found that treble 20 bed pretty effectively. Even the miss looked like it belonged.
Par 121.
Well, he doesn't need to worry about ending this visit on the bullseye. Oh, bull if you want, bull.
81.
To tops. Sensible strategy. Phil Taylor, at least 6 darts in the finishing line. And now, still 6 darts
60.
in the finishing line of this leg.
Par 40.
Yeah, 1 dart for double top. Takes a 2-0 lead. Now, I guess we're just saying anything could happen, just about. It's not the start we expected, or at least not the outcome. The start was fine with Phil tearing down the board, but not hitting a double in 7 attempts. Lunacy.
123.
Lunacy indeed, John. Nine darts into that first leg apiece. It looked to breeze. It looked it was going to be 1-0. Regulation. Taylor missed 7 at double. Jenkins nicked it. Jenkins won the second leg on the throw. 2-0. Taylor's now missing the big trebles, the big numbers.
45.
Absolutely extraordinary start to this match. Bear in mind, though, in the first game, Robert Thornton was 4-0 up and looking like going 5-0 up at Robbie Green, and in the end edged home 10-8. Well, look at that, John.
Yeah, we got a nice, good, lengthy format.
Just take a screenshot of that. You won't see that again.
You won't see that in about 5 legs. It'll be a lot different, but that's what's good about now we're out of the round robin. We get these proper match lengths. Things can develop or subside. Things change. And a lot more interest.
170. Failure par 91.
Well, he's got to find treble 14. Has done as well. Double 16, 3-zip, double break.
59.
Well, still odds on to be a double break.
134.
Yeah, it's 2 trebles needed by Phil to leave a double. Well, he's got 1. He's going to move to the 14s, looks like. Oh, just the adjacent treble 9. A little bit harsh for him there.
170. 32.
Double 16. Terry Jenkins leads Phil Taylor 3-0. Phil Taylor averaging 78.
It's hard to know what to say, Rod, about it, really.
Well,
is voodoo involved here somehow? Is there a Terry Jenkins fan with a little doll somewhere? I don't know. He was going great till they got to the end of that first leg.
Yeah, and then those mysterious misses on the double with 7 on the trot. Incidentally, he hasn't had another shot at double since then. He's hit his second maximum of the match, mind you.
$22.
Well, that's left a bogey.
Yeah, that could be costly.
Very costly. He can't go out on 163, a miscount, and Jenkins is 2 darts away from going 4-0 up here now.
131. 59.
A good leave is so eclipsed by the poor leave from the last turn. Double top for 4-0.
Terry Jenkins.
4-0 to Terry Jenkins. This is a man that averaged under 90 in his first 2 games in this competition, Terry Jenkins, against a man who's averaged over 100 in 2 of his and 108.5 in the win over Robbie Green. Tonight, it's a very different story.
Well, I guess the bull has seen red at the end of that first leg. He's exploded to life. He's been pretty good, very good. Not the best we've seen in the tournament, but
99.
Very capable.
Well, could there be a treble break? Could it be a 5-0 session against the darts from the raging and rampant bull? Shut the gates. The ball is on the loose.
$100.
Oh, a flabbergasted John Part. A rare sight in itself.
Huh?
76.
Yeah, it's mesmerizing. It's so kind of absurd in the reality of what's happened from what we might have thought might happen.
105.
And that's no disrespect to Terry, really. Honestly, I have the highest respect for Terry. He's a great player. But still, just the form coming in and everything else was not indicating any of this. He needs treble 18 to try and save the leg. Double 12. And he gets it. Gets one leg, holds one time in 3 occasions in the first session. Phil Taylor down by 3, 4 legs to 1 for the bull. Terry Jenkins really has taken every opportunity and deserves the lead.